Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is a network setup that consisted of FortiGate firewall and Cisco switch and router, with the LAN network consisting of a Windows PC and a Windows server. So today what we're going to do is this LAN enable internet access to the this LAN network through the firewall. So first let's configure the VLANs in the Cisco switch. I'm inside my switch, so let's first create the VLANs for each Windows PC and the server. It doesn't usually take this much time. Let's see. I just make it. Oh, sorry. The other VLAN is VLAN 16, and its name is Finance. No, it is mail. It's a mail server. So now we need to go into this interface. Next, we need to go into this interface to make the access to this Windows server. Okay, that is it, and now we need to configure the trunk port, which is the E02. First, we usually run this command so that if there are any pre-configured VLANs to this trunk port, they will be removed. Then we allow the assigned created VLANs to this trunk port. Okay, that is all we have to do is do in the switch, and make sure you save the configurations. Okay, now we can go into the firewall. This will take some time. First time you don't need to input the password. You know the password is not showing. Okay. usually once we give this cloud to the port 3, should have taken an IP from DHCP, but somehow it haven't taken it. So let's stop this and run this again. Here, if you wonder what is this network and the management cloud, it will give us a IP from the configured settings from the VMware, your VMware or VirtualBox. That is, you install EVNG, and we will be able to access the internet through that IP. Give your credentials. Now run this command to see if it has taken an IP. Still it is not yet. This is the reason, because it is in the static mode. We have to edit that. Make sure you allow HTTPS and HTTP, because unless you won't be able to access the FortiGate GUI using the browser. Okay, now it should have taken an IP. Here it has taken an IP. Now we can access the GUI through this IP. Log into the firewall using your given credentials. In the meantime, also access this router which have access to it. First, see if it has access to the internet. To do that, ping 888. See it have access to the internet, and you can see the interface details by running this command. We need to assign this IP to this interface, so go to the interface E00. It is 25.25.1 and it is a /30 IP. which is 252. Make sure you run this no shutdown command. Now if you run this command, it has the IP. First let's create the interfaces. So we should first create this port 2, which is the WAN port of the firewall. Make it the alias as WAN. And it IP should be 125.25.25.2. Now if you check the internet access, it has internet access, but it is going internet through this interface, but this interface was only for the management purposes, and which is we do something that is in this EVNG lab setup. We not in a real setup, we not configure something like this, so we need to correct that. So to do that, go into your management interface and make sure you disable the DHCP. Now it will lost its access to the internet. So now you can configure the internet through this WAN port as we expected. So the WAN port 2 is correct. We just need to make the route to the our Cisco route. The interface is the WAN and the gateway address is 125.25.25.1, which is the router's IP. Okay, now we should be able to access the internet. If you run a traceroute command, we can see that internet is going through that path. See 125.25.25.1, which come to this interface and it access the internet through this path. So now let's configure the LAN network in the FortiGate firewall. We created VLAN, so go to the interface. Interface is this interface, the LAN network port 1. Its IP should be 10.40.40.0 network. Make sure you enable DHCP, otherwise it won't take an IP to the our Windows server and the desktop. So that is it. We need to make the VLAN ID here. So the ID is 50. If you expand this section, you can see the configured VLAN. Now we need to configure the other Windows server. it is a mail server, and it also comes under the port 1, and its VLAN ID is VLAN 60. We need to give it a different network IP. Okay, a LAN network to go access internet through firewall, we need to have two things. The first one is route, which is already we have done that. The other one is the policy. So go to the policies and objects and firewall policy and create a new firewall policy. Internet HR. So the incoming interface is HR VLAN, and the outgoing interface is upper band port 2. Add the all to the source interface, and the destination is all. Services also give all for now. So enable net. So enabling net means it will when you go access the internet, and it will show the Windows IP as this IP 125.25.25.2. So make the local all sessions. So yeah, that is it. And create another internet policy for our Windows server. Incoming interface is mail server. As you can see, this is the this is the path it access internet. It comes from port 2, and outgoing interface is port 2. Destination is all. Service is all. Enable net. Log allow traffic all sessions. Okay, that is all we have to do. Is now we can check the Windows PC. Make these two to the taskbar, as we will use them more often. This is right. As we enable DHCP, it should have taken an IP address automatically. Otherwise, you need to give an IP statically. Here it has taken a 40.40.2 IP as we configured in the firewall. here it has access to the internet. Let's run traceroute to see what is the path it access to internet. Make sure you give it a -d, so the process will be much faster. See, it has first going to the gateway interface. Gateway interface 10.40.40.1. From there on, it then go into the our WAN port, and from there on it access to the internet. So the same will be applied to this Windows server as well. I'm not going to check that, as it is the same configurations. So that is all for today. If you like this video, subscribe my YouTube channel, and let's meet from another video. Thank you.